This is how democracies fall now, not with violence, but with viral videos. TikTok has become a Trojan horse. What looks like fun, relatable content is often just hate in disguise, polished, repeated, and made to feel normal. The far right has figured out how to turn memes into weapons, outrage into power, and your feed into a battlefield. This is coordinated, it's strategic, and unless we respond, we're handing the future to those who want to burn it down. What we're witnessing isn't confined to Germany, it's a global pattern. Populist movements across the world are hijacking social media platforms to radicalize young people. They optimize for rage, fear, and division because those emotions travel faster than facts. Their messaging is simple, repeatable, and blame-driven. Immigrants, LGBTQ+ people, feminists, and so-called elites are the villains. They don't build movements, they manufacture resentment. And their biggest target? Young people. Because if you capture the next generation's imagination with memes and lies, you don't need to win arguments, you just win elections. TikTok matters because it's where the next generation lives, learns, and votes. In the US, those numbers are similar and growing. It's the #1 political influence platform for Gen Z, and it's not neutral. Its algorithms reward outrage, repetition, and simplicity, the very tools the far right has mastered. It's not about facts, it's about performance. Whoever plays the game better gets the influence. And right now, the far right is playing it better than we are. The far right strategy is brutally effective. They flood the zone, up to 2,000 AFD TikToks per day. It doesn't matter if each post is low quality. Volume drowns dissent. They blame the vulnerable. Immigrants, LGBTQ+ folks, women, and anyone who can be painted as other. They never offer real solutions, just endless fear and manufactured outrage. But here's the twist. They make it fun. Contests, memes, inside jokes, and humor are all used to sugarcoat the hate. They even use AI to create fake allies, personas that seem authentic but are entirely manufactured. And it's all coordinated. Telegram networks like TikTok Gorilla train and reward people to game the algorithm. This is not chaos, it's a strategy. Artificial intelligence has supercharged the disinformation machine. Fake videos show refugees committing crimes that never happened. AI-generated supporters post believable testimonials, comments, and shares, convincing others that the movement is bigger and more legitimate than it really is. Virtual influencers like Larissa Wagner are designed to look and sound real, pushing radical ideology under the disguise of authenticity. Every piece of this content is engineered not just to deceive, but to spread fast. It's scalable, it's relentless, and it's nearly impossible to trace back to a real person. This isn't just internal propaganda, it's being amplified by foreign adversaries. Russian disinformation networks have been caught flooding TikTok with fake content. They use manipulated videos, fake accounts, and coordinated narratives to erode trust in elections, institutions, and facts themselves. We've seen ballot destruction hoaxes, impersonation campaigns, and mass amplification of AFD content through covert channels. The goal is to confuse, destabilize, and divide democratic societies. And it's working. What starts as a TikTok video ends with real-world consequences: distrust, disengagement, and authoritarian creep. Why does it work? Because the system rewards it. Studies show that the algorithm favors far-right content. In one experiment, 78% of political content recommended to new users leaned toward AFD, even though other parties were posting more. The algorithm doesn't care what's true. It cares what performs. And rage performs. Simplicity performs. Complexity, nuance, policy, facts gets buried. The far right isn't just exploiting the algorithm. They've built their strategy around it. Populism is a performance, not a plan. They say immigrants are ruining your future, but offer no data, no policy, just fear. They say trans people are destroying culture, but offer no vision, just scapegoating. They say the left hates you, but can't explain how they'll make your life better, because they don't intend to. They're not running to govern. They're running to inflame. Their content isn't about change. It's about control through outrage. So how do we fight back? We don't mimic their rage. We counter it with clarity. We expose the emptiness of their message. They have no plan, just someone to blame. We elevate real stories, real struggles, and real solutions. We use humor, creativity, and cultural fluency, but we ground it in facts. This isn't about preaching, it's about connecting. Because if they can manipulate through memes, we can mobilize through meaning. We need to build our own digital resistance. Create media ecosystems that speak to people where they are: clips, memes, remixable assets rooted in truth. Train young people to recognize manipulation through schools, influencers, and peer to peer education. Flood the zone with truthful, emotional content that connects, because hearts are often won before minds. And we must demand transparency and accountability from platforms, algorithm audits, AI labeling, and real enforcement. The clock is ticking, and we can't fight 21st century disinformation with 20th century tools. This is an information war, and we're behind. But inside the problem is the blueprint for the solution. They're using humor, memes, AI, and engagement tactics to radicalize. We can use those same tools to empower. We can protect democracy not just by exposing lies, but by offering something better: truth, connection, and purpose. This isn't just a communications problem, it's a generational one. And if we act now, we can still turn it around.